order to have all IDP camps shut down, hope is springing in many of the camps that are still standing. Some of them have been home to hundreds of families for more than a decade. KTN's Linda Ogutu visited one such camp that is now partly closed, but still has about 100 families left there. And as she now reports, life couldn't get any worse.
Tulikuja hapa mwaka wa 1993 baada ya klasi ya kwanza, na tulikuwa tumetoka sehemu tofauti ndani ya Rift Valley. Mwanzo wetu tulikuwa masquatters wa forest. Ukasemekana watu ni lazima watoke Rift Valley warudi kwa Central Province.
The reflections of a man who has known no home for decades, one who has seen generations born in a 3.5-acre piece of land that now houses close to 5,000 people. The story of Huruma IDP camp in Kieni Forest, Kiambu.
Baada ya mwaka moja ndio serikali ya administration ilitangaza kuna nafasi ya ukulima hapa Kieni. Na hapo tulikuja tulime ndio tuweze kurudisha miche kama hii inakatwa wakati huu.
Gatu Wanaina says they settled in Kieni Forest in Gatundu North, and it was just a matter of time before the government said the IDPs were destroying the forest and asked them to leave. They had nowhere to go.
Sisi tulikatalia hapa sababu tulikuwa tumetoka Rift Valley, hatukukuwa na mashamba.
It's been 20 years and tiny little legs of children playing tell the story of families that have been unable to find refuge. For the children, the dilapidated bamboo structures that house both the young and the old is what they have known as home. It has not been easy. John Korea came here when he was a young man.
Kijana anaweza oa, ana watoto wawili. Mzee kuna watoto wengine 5 hivi. Kuna mwiretu ambaye mchizana ako na watoto wawili hivi. Ako kwa hii nyumba. Sasa hiyo nyumba yote inasongomana. Ni 13 by 13.
Miriam Wanjiru has raised her 3 children here, and as a mother she has made several trips to the hospital. Located in the middle of Kieni Forest, her young ones have borne the brunt of the cold that is synonymous with the Aberdare region.
Kwa sababu unaona nyumba, sasa hivi niko nyumba lakini kukinyesha ni kama tuko nje. Kwa sababu mvua unaona inaingia kwa nyumba. Sasa kila wiki upeleke mtoto hosi. Sasa hivi niko na madawa na kunywa na ni wiki ya pili kukunywa madawa na bado pia hajapona.
It is a camp that has no medical facilities, and Miriam remembers the 3 times she has had to give birth to her children.
Sasa inabidi uchukuliwe upeleke huko kwa msituni. Uende ukipata mtoto sasa unarudi.
Gatu says the cold and the diseases have seen them bury a number of their colleagues over the years, and even them, they have been unable to give them the final respect.
Mtu akifa tunashibua shimo ndani ya hiyo nyumba ya huyo jamii. Na tunatafuta makaa, tunaweka ama mchanga, hii inajenga, tunaweka ngunia na kuweka kile tunaweza pata kama blanket ama shuka, tunaweka huyo mtu baka ashukue ile munda, tutatayarisha biwaede akasikwa.
An opinion that is shared by Josephine Thogori. She is epileptic and only she knows the number of times that these residents have had to rush her to hospital. The latest incident saw her burn her fingers.
Clinic hapa hatuna. Ati sasa naenda kuangaliwa.
Indeed, to many here, this has been like a small jail. Hope is rife here that the younger generation will not grow up as internally displaced people. After all, they say it is not their fault that political and tribal clashes erupted in the Rift Valley. They had nothing to do with the animosity back then.
Sasa tuko serikali ya 3 tangu wakati huo.
But 3 decades on, there may finally be hope in the horizon. Only last week, Deputy President William Ruto issued checks to 805 families here. But 92 families will have to wait for another month.
3.5 acres, that is all the land the residents in this IDP camp have.
It is the broken promises by successive governments to resettle them that have left scars in the hearts of generations here. And if they're not resettled and soon, then there are scars that even the younger generation will grow up with, knowing that they are second-class citizens in a country they call their own. Linda Ogutu, Mending the Fabric.